Wait, did my team really find
Is it? It is?
Yeah.
Hi.
Alright.
Oh, there we go.
Listen up, we're taking notes. This is nucleic acids. Nucleic acids. Can you say nucleic acids?
Nucleic acids.
Wait, I take notes in my
I'm going to give everyone a nucleotide. Nucleotides make up nucleic acids.
Is this chapter?
I want you to hold one just so you can see it up close. This is chapter 8. There you go. There you go. It's a nucleotide. There you go. Nucleotide. Don't ever say Mr. Willis never gave us a nucleotide.
Is that?
This is what I'm giving you here, a nucleotide.
Stop it.
Did you not get one?
No, I take notes in my lab book, and my lab book is kind of up there.
Oh, okay, you can get it.
Yeah.
Hand it back in after you're done. There you go. I need some more nucleotides. Here we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
What is this?
This is a nucleotide. Can you say nucleotide?
Nucleotide.
All at the same time?
Nucleotide.
Some of y'all aren't saying it. Disappoints me. Nucleotides. Nucleotides are the pieces that make up a nucleic acid. A nucleic acid is made of nucleotides. Now, each nucleotide has 3 parts. It has a sugar, a phosphate, also called phosphoric acid, and a nitrogen base. 3 parts. Sugar, and in this case, the sugar is called deoxyribose. Can you see where it says deoxyribose on your nucleotide?
Yes, sir.
That's the D in DNA. Deoxyribose. It's called deoxyribonucleic acid. That's what the D stands for. It's the sugar. And when I say sugar, I mean one of these. Remember carbohydrates? Remember the monosaccharides? That's what deoxyribose is. It's a sugar molecule. Do you see how it's shaped kind of like a hexagon?
Yes, sir.
That's the deoxyribose. So you get a sugar, a little phosphate group down at the bottom. That phosphate is slightly acidic. That's why it says phosphoric acid. That means it'll easily give up hydrogen ions. And then this next thing, so we got the sugar, the phosphate, and the other thing is this thing, the nitrogen base. Now this nitrogen base is a variable group. You know what the word variable means?
It can change.
It can change. It can be one of several different things. There are 4 possibilities for the nitrogen base. Those possibilities are adenine, which starts with an A, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. Adenine, thymine, guanine, and cytosine. There's 4 possibilities. Look on your nucleotide and see which one you have. Allie, which one do you have?
I have guanine on that.
The little base that sticks up to the side. You got cytosine. Congratulations. You have C. Does anyone here have guanine, G? Raise your hand if you have guanine, G.
I have guanine.
You have guanine, Rhea has guanine, Piper's got guanine. How many of y'all have thymine? Starts with a T, huh? Like Tom Willis, big T. Yeah, and then what about adenine? Couple adenines out there? Yeah, Ace's got an adenine. So, the nitrogen base can be one of 4 things. Now, this is something cool. These molecules, these nucleotides, will stick together they'll stick to one another. And the way they work is that if it's adenine, it always sticks to thymine. If it's guanine, it always sticks to cytosine. And here's what I mean. There's a cytosine. Here's a guanine. Watch this. If I turn it upside down, it sticks together like a puzzle piece. Do you see that? See if you can find someone sitting near you with one that matches yours. Cytosine and guanine always fit together. Try and turn them upside down so they connect together. Adenine and thymine stick together. Turn them upside down so they stick together.
Anybody have the one that goes to cysteine?
Can you find someone with yours? Are you directing the camera correctly?
Anybody?
No, I'll join with him because he's nice.
So I want you to notice something else. Y'all look up here. I want you to notice something else. These molecules will stick together and they'll form a structure that looks like this. This is made of many nucleotides. How do they fit together? You can see the way the little puzzle pieces fit together. On the sides, they fit together with the phosphate and the sugar covalently bonding. They form a nice bond between them there. And in the middle, the two nitrogen bases fit together. So you can put them together and form a ladder-like structure, like this.
So the phosphate and sugar covalently bond, and
The sugar and phosphate covalently bond on the side and form a strong bond. And in the middle, the two nitrogen bases form a weak, what we call a hydrogen bond, a weak bond between them. And so what you can do is you can build a structure out of this, out of these nucleotides, and put together a chain. What I want you to do is come up here with your nucleotide and hook it, and let's make a long chain here. A long chain by hooking these things together.
Can you just take my break?
There you go. And if there's nowhere to hook it in there, just put one on the top. Get out of the way after you put yours on. Get out of the way after you put yours on. There you go. Just add it to the top or the bottom, and then try and hook it to somebody else's if there's an open space. Yeah, and then get out of there so the next person can go. We're building a chain there. You can turn it upside down, right side up.
Those like
Build
that
your
into
chain. There you go. Upside down or right side up. Y'all are building DNA. Y'all are like little construction people. Little microscopic cellular construction people. That's all we can do there? Yeah, hook it. Yeah, there you go. Now you're doing it. Hook them up. Very nice. Good. Yeah, hook it up. If you go upside down or right side up. There you go. You got. Oh yeah, y'all are doing it. Very nice.
Can you stop?
Yeah, good job.
is that a double alpha helix or double helix?
Good, Asa. Yeah, that's okay. We don't have any place to hook that. Let's take these out.
This is me. I'm actually good. If I don't make it box, right? No, I know, but I don't like because it has so many things on it.
I'm gonna pay $10.
All right, check this out. We made a long chain. Why would we have this molecule? And by the way, this molecule doesn't go straight up and down. It's a twisted ladder. The DNA ladder is a twisted ladder. Here's an actual model that a student made for me. If you would like to make a model, you can do so. I'll give you 30 points extra credit on a quiz.
Can I make you a keychain? Wait.
Okay, sure. So,
When does it have to be in by?
it has to be in by the next test. So this DNA model here, you have to make it where it has the right. Listen, you have to make it where it has the right you can see this is sugar, phosphate, sugar, phosphate. Whoops.
Whoops.
Fell out. There we go. So you have to make it correct, but it's a twisting ladder, and it's for storing information. It has the purpose of storing information in a cell. So if you were to look at these letters, adenine will use the letter A to stand for adenine. Guanine will use the letter G. Cytosine will use the letter C. And thymine will use the letter T. So if you were to read down the DNA strand, this is an A, that is a C, that is a T, that's a C. I know you can't see it from where you're sitting, but I'm just reading the letters. A, C, A, T, C, C, T, C.
So it doesn't matter.
A, C, G. So what does that spell? That spells What's that?
Why is there only one G?
Oh, it's just the way y'all put them up here. If somebody would have put a G, we could. If somebody would have put the G on this side.
So it doesn't matter what order the phosphate and sugars are in.
The phosphate, it's always sugar, phosphate, sugar, phosphate,
like
sugar,
whatever
phosphate.
sugar. It doesn't have to be all cytosine or all guanine.
No, it can be. It varies. So if I say that doesn't make any sense to you, but that's the language of the cell. The cell, that means something to the cell. That might mean make blue eyes. That might mean make green eyes. And if we change some of the letters, if we change that from ATC to AGC, that might make the eyes brown instead of green. You see, this is the language of the cell, only it's not that simple. To make green eyes, you need way more letters than just that. You need a lot more letters. The amount of letters in the DNA code, if this book were entirely A's and T's and C's and G's, no pictures, just A's and T's and C's and G's as the letters, every page for this whole book, it would take about 50 books to fit your DNA code. That's how many A's and T's and C's and G's you have. And that creates all the different, that's information storing all the different, everything that makes you different from your brother or your sister or from me is coded in your letters. And that's all held in these molecules called nucleic acids. Nucleic acids hold information. They're the information carriers. So, let me give you an example of a question I might have on a quiz. I might say, which of the following molecules are information carriers? A, carbohydrates. B, lipids. C, proteins. D, nucleic acids. D, nucleic acids. They're information carriers. These are for carrying information in cells. Isn't that neat? So these are nucleic acids. They're made of 10 points. If you and your partners can tell me, what's a nucleic acid made of? It's a unit that looks like this. What's that called? 10 points. 10 points. 10 points if you can tell me what's a nucleic acid made of. Play at home, you people. Green, correct.
Okay.
Hold on. Purple, correct. Yeah, what's the parts of it? Blue, correct. Anyone else? Purple was correct. Pink is correct. White is correct. Orange is correct. They're made of nucleotides. Nucleotides. And a nucleotide is made up of a sugar, a phosphate, and a nitrogen base.
So if we put that sugar, phosphate, nitrogen base, or nucleotide, they both be correct?
Yes. And there are 4 types of nitrogen bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. And there's a rule. Adenines always hook with thymines. They always bond with thymines going across the ladder. Cytosines always bond with guanines. So if this was T on this side, what would that be? A. If it's G on this side, what would that be? C. G always goes with C. Grilled cheese. I used to like grilled cheese sandwiches when I was a kid. They used to call me GC. They did. GC, grilled cheese. I love grilled cheese. Still like grilled cheese. So what goes with C?
G.
I want everybody, that was good. I want everybody to say it at the same time. What goes with A?
Thymine.
T. What goes with C?
G.
C.
All at the same time?
C. I can't see it.
G. G.
Sorry.
A.
A.
G.
G.
T.
T.
T. C. C.
Gigi. We had Gigi in there.
He's right. He's right. Do we know Gigi?
Heck yeah.
Hi.
All right.
Do we know it?
Isn't that a beautiful molecule?
Is that like a double helix?
That's a double helix. We call that the double helix. Deoxyribonucleic acid. This is another way of looking at it. There's the cytosine. It bonds to a guanine. The bonds in the middle are weak bonds. They're called hydrogen bonds. The bonds on the sides are strong. They're called covalent bonds. There's the sugar. That's deoxyribose sugar. There's the phosphate group. Sugar, phosphate. Sugar, phosphate.
Would we have to identify using that picture?
Maybe. I could ask anything. I could say, what is that? What would you say?
That's
What is that? It's adenine, but what is adenine?
It is a nitrogen. No, it's a... Yes. Nitrogen base.
It's a nitrogen base. Adenine is one of the 4 nitrogen bases. Isn't this great? It's good stuff. This shows you how DNA is found in a cell. It's this long molecule that gets coiled up and gets wrapped around, and you can see the way it coils up into the structure that we call a chromosome. Each one of your cells, have you learned about chromosomes before?
Yes, sir.
Each one of your cells has 46 chromosomes. Each chromosome contains about 100 million nucleotides. And you have 46 chromosomes. You end up with there are about 6 billion nucleotides per cell. And you have 80 trillion cells. Each cell has 46 chromosomes. And each chromosome is made of about 100 million nucleotides. It blows the mind. There's so much stuff going on. Do you want to see video footage?
Yes.
Jeez.
Let's do video footage. Video footage. Watch this video.
Are there different types of sugar?
Yeah, there are some types of sugars are different. Pay attention.
DNA contains 2 strands of building blocks called nucleotides, arranged like a spiral staircase. Each nucleotide includes 3 parts: a phosphate group, a sugar molecule, and one of 4 bases: adenine, guanine, cytosine, or thymine. The sugar-phosphate bonds form the double backbone of the molecule, the handrails of the staircase. But we find the genetic key to DNA in the steps of this stairway, the nitrogen-containing bases. These bases link up using hydrogen bonds in a very specific way. Adenine will bond only with thymine, A to T. Cytosine only bonds with guanine, C to G. While these basic pairings never change, the order of the pairs along each strand varies greatly from one species to the next. In this elegant design, we see how nature stores the instructions to build all living things.
What's up? How cool is that? That's one of the ladies that helped discover what DNA looked like. Her name was Rosalind Franklin.
Do you recognize this molecule?
I do not.
This is DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid. By the end of this video, you will be able to identify the key structural features of DNA, as well as describe the importance of those features for function.
Check that out. That's a cool picture.
During this video, we will look at different representations of the DNA molecule to better view certain details.
So this goes on video here. So, your homework is to read chapter 8 on nucleic acids, and then what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to build some of these in the lab with our molecular models.